everyone, we eat 3 meals a day because we were told to. But what if our bodies were never meant for that? Think about it. Once our ancestors didn't have breakfast or even late night snacks, but they survived, even thrived without eating and spent days without eating. Today, we are exploring a lifestyle that mimics the same ancient pattern, which is of intermittent fasting. What exactly it is, why is everyone talking about it, and what actually happens inside our body. Welcome to our conversation on intermittent fasting. Join me today as I am a food science student and I really want to help people understand how our bodies respond to food and fasting. I love talking about fasting because it sounds really simple and fascinating, but it's not that much simple. It's just about skipping a meal, and it also has incredible science behind it. And it's not diet, right? It's more like a pattern of eating. It's more about when you eat, not what you eat. Actually, I have always wondered why intermittent fasting has gained so much popularity recently. Primarily, it is because of the easy lifestyle. People are sick of calorie tracking and rigid diets as well. And fasting helps to improve your focus, your energy level, and even the self-discipline. And it provides the structure without any complication. It is fascinating to know that fasting has been practiced for ages for religious purposes, especially. Christians fast throughout the Lent, Muslims during Ramadan, and fasting has been employed for healing in many cultures, especially. The practice of ancient traditions are just now being caught up by modern science. Let's discuss the various fasting techniques. First of all, I would like to discuss about the 16:8 scheme, which is the most widely used one. Using the 16:8 technique, you eat during an 8-hour window after a 16-hour fast. For instance, you may eat from 12 to 8 p.m. and then fast until the lunch the next day. And in essence, you miss the breakfast, something many of us already unintentionally do, just like me. The 14:10 approach is another excellent option for people who like intermittent fasting. And other variations include the 5:2 diet, which consists of 2 days of extremely low calorie eating and 5 days of regular eating. And there's also another option in which you can fast for 24 hours twice a week, which is also a part of Eat Stop Eat program. 1 meal a day is another option for the die-hard crowd, and this is really intense. However, it demonstrates flexibility. You can select a design that suits your lifestyle. Let's talk about the scientific part, which is really interesting and fascinating, that what fasting actually do to our bodies. There's a self-eating mechanism, which is also known as autophagy. During the process of autophagy, our bodies go to the self-repair mode, where they promote healing and lower the inflammation. And there's a 24-hour clock. The brain clock is set by light. However, the organ clock is set by food timing. And the changes are driven by 2 important hormones. The 2 important hormones are insulin and the glucagon. Glucagon is basically the fasting hormone and stimulates the fat burning process. However, insulin is the fed hormone which stores energy, and the body goes from store to repair mode as a result of fasting. Now let's discuss that what actually happened during the complete period of fasting. During the 0 to 6 hours after eating, our body digests the food. Insulin level rises to store the glucose, and during the 6 to 12 hour, the insulin starts to decline, and the body begins using glycogen and even the stored glucose in the liver. And then during the 12 to 16 hour period, the body begins using fat as a fuel instead. This is well known as the fat burning mode, and during the 16 to 24-hour period, our body has more profound changes taken place in it. The body produces more human growth hormone, which helps maintain the muscles while burning fat. It also promotes healing, and then the process of autophagy begins. Our cells begin to eliminate the damaged parts, and it recycles them and fixes themselves, and it helps in reducing the inflammation and helps our body to come into the repair mode. Of intermittent fasting. I'll discuss just the primary ones, which includes losing weight and fat without being fixated on food. It also improves the insulin sensitivity, which helps to reduce the risk of diabetes. It helps to improve mental clarity, which automatically helps people to concentrate in a better way. It promotes lifespan and repair. Additionally, people frequently experience improved sleeping and digestion, particularly when they stop eating during the night, because it promotes the healthy eating and also a healthy lifestyle. While there are also a lot of difficulties which people face during fasting. In the beginning, people face the issues of hunger, headaches, and habit cravings, and the body adjusts with the cravings within a week or two. The question then arises, like, who should not fast? I think those who are under the age of 18, those who have some eating disorders, or maybe the people who are suffering from diabetes. And I would also like to mention the pregnant women and nursing mothers. Additionally, always get medical advice before beginning intermittent fasting. Well, there are a lot of interesting facts about fasting which I would like to add here. The precise definition of breakfast is breaking your fast. And black coffee and green tea actually don't break a fast. In fact, they aid with hunger. And animals naturally fast when they are ill, and this is a part of their body's healing drive. And fasting also protects the muscles by increasing the human growth hormone by up to 5x. I adore that. Well, I think we all should adore that. We all fast every night without even recognizing it, especially the part about breakfast. I would like everyone who is suffering from obesity and increased weight gain and also some other issues to start a small try. Just try a small 12-hour fast, for example the one from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. and then build up to 14 or 16 hours slowly. Stay hydrated, keep balanced meals, and listen to your body. Remember, it's always about progress, not perfection. Eating 3 times in a day may be a social norm but not a biological one. Our bodies are designed for flexibility, as intermittent fasting serves as a reminder. Our body has time to relax when we fast, and I would like to thank everyone who is listening to me. Try fasting safely, maintain your curiosity, and keep in mind that eating intelligently is more important than eating less. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed it.